Hey Sam fam, what's going on? I had some weird issues today. I think my laptop has just gotten to the point where it is too old to do live streaming the way I want it to do live streaming anymore, and we're just going to have to wait it out the month or two until I get the new computer, and we'll deal with the slight delay that is the mobile experience, which I honestly don't think it's terrible, but yeah, earlier you guys said that it was a little too much for you. But we'll see. We'll see if we can deal with it. We'll see what we can do. Today, we're going to take a look real quick. It's not going to be the longest stream ever. I was supposed to do a full-on pizza live stream this evening, and I realized I had booked 2 hours to do Instacart from 5 to 7, which is exactly when I would have done the pizza. So instead, in a little bit, I'm going to move inside. We're going to do some pizza prep. I'm going to get to the point basically where I put the pizza in the oven, but I'm possibly not going to be here for the finish, and Amanda will just take that out and do that with the girls on their own. It depends. I'm actually doing Instacart in my area, so potentially I'll be home. But we'll see. We'll see. In the meantime, I'm going to just drop a couple of games that were sent to me on the ground. I'm just going to do that. I'm going to just throw them right on the ground. Take that. That's what you get. No, we're going to take a look at these. These are some cool games that I got a while back from some independent game creators. And yeah, I thought these were pretty good games, so I figured I'd show them to you guys. I'm trying to find a good place where I can be far enough away from the computer, which my phone needs to be plugged into to get some power, but still far enough away that you don't hear the computer fan because it's horrible. All right, let me just take a quick look at something here, and so I triple check that we are in fact streaming and all platforms. See how that's working. Alright. Hey Eric Hull, what's going on, Eric? So yeah, FYI, if I don't reply immediately, I apologize. For some reason, the Facebook, so I do get a chat overlay, and it's supposed to pick up the Facebook, but I've noticed that it does not pick up the Facebook. And Ray's out there. What's going on, Ray? Are you actually watching this while you're doing Instacart right now? I have thoughts for you and Chan that we should discuss about an Instacart while we're working Instacart podcast, and I know how we can do it. But we'll see. We'll see how that works. Guys, I want to take a quick moment before we get completely started here with the unboxing. We're going to be unboxing these two little games. This is the Game of Blame card game, and VYE is it says it's a card game. I would call it a tile game, but I mean, tiles are cards, really. But really quick, I wanted to thank my sponsors and donors who make these streams happen. First off, tvstreamsnow.com, the best in IPTV. That gives you over 500 channels. Check them out. Find that in the video description, unless you're on Twitch. Fish for Brains, that's fish for, the number 4, brains.com. Check them out. They're currently doing an Indiegogo campaign to raise money for a music video for a Skateboarding is Not a Crime song, which passionately I believe in. Check out on YouTube Bassin with Brian, which if you see it in the thing, it's Bassin, not Basin. He is a fisher. He has a YouTube channel and does stuff like that. And the recording artist, Mr. Smith Official, again, links in the description below. And I want to thank amazing donors like Big Meech, Radioactive Roach, my brother Peter, my mom, and Molly Z2000, who are always donating through Streamlabs or Patreon. Thanks, guys, so much. And let's unbox some VYE. All right, this is VYE, and that is a bright, bright light in your face. Let me move that. Oh, that came off. That's better. Ish. Better, better? Great. Eric, you still with me? What's up, buddy? Okay. Alright, so this is VYE. Little feudal painting there, whatever it is. I'll just drop that on the ground. I think this is Game Crafter. Did this come from Game Crafter? I don't remember. It's been a while since I got this. Alright, every time I stream, Amanda sends me a voice message that I can't listen to. I don't know why she bothers with that. Okay, so VYE, according to the jacket, the box top, ages 8 up, 2 to 4 players, and 20 minutes. 20 minutes? Yeah, I mean, I think we've done quicker and we've done longer. So, you get your, I guess it is cards, but really they play like they're tiles. So you have your deck of cards, your rule book, and then your counters that come in blue, green, yellow, and red. And there's whatever amount there are in there. Hey, that one I can actually see. Still relaxing, or still here just relaxing on my day off from work. Right on, Eric. Well, cool. Glad to see you. So, VYE, I dig this game. It's really a simple concept, and if you ever, as a kid, played Dots, Dots was that game where you would take graph paper and you would put a dot on one of the, positions where 2 lines intersect. And if you connect enough, like 2 dots in a row, you draw a line. If you connect 4 lines, you get a box and you write your initials in the middle. This is kind of that principle. Making some late night lunch and getting ready to do a load of laundry. Right on. Alright, so the basis of VYE is like you have terrain, and it's a really nice artwork. It's very beautiful. And then so when you get 2 or more in a row, you put your tokens on it. So let's say, whoops, let's put this out. I'm not going to do a full tutorial. This is really just an unboxing. But so here you go. You got this, and then my next card I draw is another one of those. I would put my tokens here and here. So it's a simple principle. And then there are some structures that affect that gameplay. And you go until there's like a bell tower or something. And then once you've gotten that, the game ends. So there's some more of the artwork, and then these are the structures, and you can see the little insignia shield kind of implies where you put your pieces when you play that. So if it's touching anything, you would get those things. It's not always exactly that. Some of them it's an option. Like, I think the windmill, it's like you can put 1 in any place, but only 1. But the other buildings, it's like all. And then, yeah, so there's a bunch of different terrain. I've shown most of the terrain images. And then this is like the game closer. So you draw like, I think it's like 10 cards. And this one, and you shuffle those and you put them at the bottom. So somewhere around that area. You don't know when it's going to end, but it's going to end. So yeah, that's VYE. It's a pretty simple concept, and it's a pretty good game. It's sort of a good starter game for like we're waiting to play a bigger game, waiting for like Chuck to get here. God damn it, Chuck! We really want to play Zombicide. Yeah. So there's that, and then okay, let's throw that guy in. What time is it? Alright, I got about 10 minutes, and then I'm going to go inside and start prepping this pizza stuff. Although I guess I'll try and listen to Amanda's voicemail before that. Should we do that together, folks? Hopefully I don't destroy the stream. I'm going to do this other unboxing first, then. So this is the game of Blame. It's been a while since I've played this, so my knowledge of the gameplay may be waning or completely inaccurate. 55 cards, 2 to 4 players, 30 minutes. It does not have an age on it, but I would say that the age requirement on this is probably more than the age requirement of VYE. So I'm going to say, you know, like 13 and up or something like that. Oh, by the way, this shows a good example of how the gameplay works. Like, you got your tokens here, and then this guy drops a building down and can put one here and one here. Yeah. So that's good. All right. So with Blame, again, all cards, and you get your little rule book and whatever this is. What is this? Oh, this is the obligatory, Sam, we sent you a game. Will you please talk about it on your show? Sam, we sent you a game. Will you please talk... No, it's... Dear Sam, we recently published Game of Blame. And then press release stuff. So, Warm Acre Games. Thanks, Gavin Tyler, for this. Warm Acre Games out of the UK. They are the creators of this. And, let's see if... Oh, it says age 12 plus. So there you go. I was pretty much right on when I made that. Target market. Fans of Game of Thrones. Gifting and couples. It looks like this goes for about $13. So, what is that? Okay. So here you go, you got a turn card that tells you what you're doing. Again, we're just going to unbox, we're not going to do a full tutorial on this. And then there's two sort of sets of cards, one deck and one set. So the main deck, this is the back of that. And then these, I believe, are characters? Yeah, okay. So this is the back of these. And these are, you get characters, and each character has a special, like, win condition or way they play kind of thing. You got the Spy Master, the Archbishop, the Wizard, the Treasurer, the Viceroy, and the General. So, for example, let's say the Viceroy, it says, if another player swaps your role, which the roles are not permanent, they do swap, you may immediately draw 3 cards and swap it back. Huh? So you're always the Viceroy. Interesting. I don't remember ever playing that guy. And then, like the Archbishop. I'm not going to read all of these. If you play 1 card, draw 1, and then give 1 card from your hand to the player of your choice. So stuff like that. So each role has a very distinct method of play. And so the cards, it's a lot of text. Although I think it's all primarily flavor text. So how does this work? So each card has 2 seals at the top, which are related to the, so you see the Archbishop there, and the Treasurer, those are those seals. So, again, Archbishop and Wizard, just Archbishop. There's a bunch of that. How does this work? I don't remember. Okay, and then there are these treason cards. So I'm going to really quick go through the thing just because I want to remember how this works. On your turn, play up to 3 cards from your hand onto the blame pile, face up. Okay, so it's kind of got an Egyptian rat screw or Uno feel to it. Okay, each card must share at least 1 emblem with the card beneath it. So you put down this guy, and then, so if that's there, you can put this one on top of it. They both have a blue seal. Okay. So yeah, basically an Uno kind of thing going on, and then the rolls make that more interesting. The number of cards you play is determine what you must do next. Right, this is where it gets interesting. If you play no cards, draw 3 cards into your hand. If you play 1 card, draw 1 card into your hand. If you play 2 cards, you must swap 2 roll cards. Any 2 roll cards, does not have to be your own. If you play 3 cards, you must accuse another player. I do not remember the rules for accusing. But yeah, I believe that forces them to take a bunch of cards, assuming it goes well. And, alright, and then there are these treason cards. This counts as having all emblems, so it's a wild card. Only one treason card can be played on your turn. Treason cards in the blame pile. I did not see who just joined. Treason cards in the blame pile do not count towards either player's responsibility. Each treason card... Okay, so there was like a responsibility thing, which is, I guess, cards that you gained. Each treason card counts as 6 points toward your score at the end of the game, which I assume you want the least amount of points, if that is the case. So there you go. So that is the unboxing for the game of Blame. I'm going to take a quick look at the that win condition on this. Accusing a player, take the blame. So after 3 cards, after playing 3 cards, you must accuse another player. You cannot accuse a player who has no cards in their hand. If there are no players you can legitimately accuse, you must take the blame, which means you basically take the entire pile into your hand. Yeah, so you want to get rid of as many cards as possible, and it's that sort of mechanic. But it's fun. If the accused player has more responsibility than you, they must take the blame. If the responsibility is equal to blah, blah, blah. Okay, great. So yeah, that's what I thought that would do. Alright. But yeah, I remember playing this once or twice. In fact, I played it like once with Betty, I think. It was a pretty good game. Pretty good game. It's an easy game for non-indie game players to pick up because it is so much like Uno. We're going to head inside. I'm going to attempt to listen to Amanda's voicemail, just on the odd chance she tells me not to bother making pizza. So we'll do that before we step inside and make the pizza. And let's put this away, and this away, there, and that. And before I head inside, I just want to thank my sponsor, tvstreamsnow.com. Check them out. They're the best in IPTV, giving you over 500 channels of live TV on 19,000 on-demand movies and 19,000 on-demand movies for only $25 a month. So stick it to your cable company and get those guys. All right, let me untether my phone and take you guys inside. This might make me my ability to see the Facebook chat a little harder. I technically have it over here. It is just super small. And turn all these lights off. But yes, and check out all my other sponsors down in the video description, which you can find if you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, and maybe Periscope? I don't think Periscope shows that description, does it? Facebook and YouTube for sure. But Fish for Brains, and Bassin' with Brian, and Mr. Official? Yeah. All that jazz. Let's get in here and see what Amanda's message is. If my stream dies because I am trying to do something dumb on my phone, then I apologize, and I'm just going to deal with what I'm doing, and I will be back another time, but hopefully it won't. Here we go. Let's see what happens. Rah-rah. View. Wait. Also, now we're going to hear Amanda. Oh no, what happened?